Hello, everyone. This is Ben Dunn, founder of Antarctic Press, a small publishing company established in 1985, still in business even today as we speak. Despite the odds, we are still here. I'm also a creator of such comics as Ninja High School, Warrior Nun, Tomorrow Girl, Bikini Sentai G Rangers, Mighty Tiny, and the Marvel Mangaverse, among many, many other comics. Yeah, I've been busy the last 40 years or so. So I apologize. Didn't have a video yesterday. I was preoccupied with a good friend of mine who I've known for, nearly over 40 years. I met him many years ago over, he discovered my comics and started writing to me, and I wrote back to him, and we found we had a lot in common. We just kept writing each other, and then finally we decided to meet, and we hit it off really well. Became fast friends, and we've been good friends ever since then. And we got me thinking about the nature of friendship. Seems, over the years, I've known a lot of people, professionally, non-professionally, and it's, I guess, in our nature to want to hang out with people that we like, and then hopefully that, commonality that we have with other people will lead to what is called a friendship now, or become friends. What exactly, I kind of wonder what exactly is the nature of being a friend to somebody. There are many people I've known over the years, the decades, who I thought I considered friends turned out not to be so. They turn out to just be, professional acquaintances and things like that. And not really what I would consider a true friend. Now, to me, a true friend is somebody which I jokingly say is somebody I would help bury a body. That's a metaphor that I use to show how dedicated I would be to somebody, if they got into some sort of, trouble and they needed help. And that to me is the very nature of what it means to be a friend. Would you be willing to help somebody if they were in trouble and believe them, if something, was detrimental? And in most often cases, that is not what happens. It's people are so triggered, is the word I guess it would be used, are so offended by even the slightest, statement or act that they deemed is offensive to them or to them. And, what seems to be lacking now is empathy, or trying to get to know the facts before making a public statement. There's a lot of times where we just, jump to conclusions before we know everything. Now, one of the things I like to do is I like to treat strangers, with respect and with a smile. When I'm in public and I meet somebody for the first time, I try to have a positive demeanor whenever I can. I try to, smile, make a little joke, say hello, how are you? Thank you. Did you have a good day? Are you having a good day? Things like that. It doesn't always happen, but you can always tell, when someone needs cheering up, someone needs to, especially out in the public where you're dealing with the people all the time. Very few people have sympathized with the workers who, work, help you, are there for you, and when you treat them badly or shabbily, that reflects on you as a person, an individual, and it makes, the people that are trying to serve you, feel neglected or ignored or considered not important. And, the thing about it is that, to me, You know, a true friend is somebody that you really can talk to some things about, open up about, plan with, do things with, have a good time. But I mean, through thick or thin, it's not like being married though. Don't get me wrong. That's a whole different relationship, But I just wanted to say that, why is it so difficult, especially in this comic book industry that we're in, why is it so difficult to make friends? I mean, it is one of those things that could greatly benefit the entire industry if people just got along, to get along. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody should be a friend. I'm not saying everyone should to be, a buddy, but it stands to reason that if you treat somebody nicely, they'll treat you nicely back, or at least that's the expectation. One of the things I think is made the Edinburgh Press such, able to survive is our relationship with our creators, our fans, our readers, and people that we work with in the industry. We try not to be confrontational. We try not to let anger dictate our decisions. We try not to let emotions get in the way of what needs to be done. We've had our share of arguments. We've had our share of confrontations. Oh yeah, over the last 40 years, there have been a couple of doozy ones. When we've had several employees work for us that were a little hot-headed, a little emotional, felt like if they didn't get their way, that they would react negatively or emotionally, and that can create a lot of hurt feelings, and can create animosity when it's not needed. It's one of those things. I've learned over the years that if a problem arises, then you just need to deal with it. Control the things that you can control. Don't worry about the things you can't. There are some things that are just out of your, control that you can't really do much about. Hopefully you'll have people who can help you. And that's what friends are for. They can help you. Friends make you feel good. They can give you, insight into things that you may not have otherwise considered. And that's extremely valuable. I've had many times friends tell me that this was a bad idea or this was a good idea, and I would think about it, and I would take their advice to heart, and decide that, yeah, he's right, or no, I think I'll go the direction I wanted to go. It just all depends. It's just how you treat it. You don't insult a friend. I mean, yeah, we jokingly insult. In fact, one of the things that used to be a common joke was that anybody new who started Anarch Press wasn't really part of Anarch Press until I made a joking insult to them. I don't do that anymore, but when I was younger, that was just how, we created a bond. We created a bond with everybody. Now, I will say friends do come and go. I'm not saying that, but then they may not have been really a friend, The friends I do have, I've known literally for decades, years, and I'm making new friends all the time that I hope I'll get to know even, more than that. But I understand the reality is that most often than not, most of the people that I know, especially in this industry, are just there to get ahead, to try to promote whatever they're doing, try to make a name for themselves. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I wish success on every single person, that I've ever met. I do. I really do. No matter how badly they've treated me, no matter how badly, they've talked about me, I really don't care. All I care about is that, you have success and that you're happy with yourself and what you're doing. So I just wanted to, talk a little bit about that and, say that, try to make a friend. I think it will make you feel good about yourself. I know how difficult it can be, but, smile, say hello, talk to people with respect, and you'll find that a lot of people respond positively to that. I'm not saying it'll happen all the time, but you know what? At least you made the effort, and there's a good chance that maybe someday you'll meet somebody who will be a lifelong friend. And that's what it is to be human. We're no man is an island, as they say. Eventually, we become lonely. We want companionship. We want to be able to talk to people. We want to be able to share ideas and things like that. So I just think that there might be a little bit more benefit if everyone, in the comic industry would just settle down, get to know each other, become friends, and hopefully we can all work together to make this a healthy, vibrant, successful industry. I'm doing what I can, and I'm hoping that will pay off later on. I'll be honest. I have a ulterior motive, but there's no reason why I can't, do both. I'm not saying you should take advantage of people, but I'm just saying that, friendship is a two-way road. You give a little, I give a little. We both benefit. Hopefully. So I would just give you a little bit of thought. Like a friend, my good friend, who I've known for very, very long, nearly all my life, actually, came by all the way from California just to visit me on my birthday. And that's because he just wanted to hang out, and we just talked about old times. We talked about, what we think we could do to improve the industry, what kind of new ideas we can come up with, and share information. I mean, that is, knowing people is of great benefit. You find out that there's a lot you can accomplish if you just get to know people. So anyway, if you like what you hear, why don't you like and subscribe? Whatever you young people do these days. Leave a comment. If I do read all your comments, I may not necessarily reply back to them because, quite frankly, I'm pretty bad about that. I should, because maybe I'll make a new friend, right? So until next time, this has been Dunn, signing off.